Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, JRC Restoration Decor and Designs, and my name is Phyllis. In today's video, I'm going to be chatting with you on how not to allow different posts on social media, that is Instagram and YouTube, to pressure you into feeling like you have to decorate or make some kind of change to your home immediately, especially those that have purchased a new home or got into an apartment. I was inspired by two young ladies that the clips I will have in my video. So if you're interested in hearing what I have to say, then just keep watching. And I want to thank you for stopping by. Good morning, everyone. First, let me welcome those that this is your first time visiting my channel. I want to thank you for stopping by and check out other videos. And if you like them, please consider subscribing. And for my faithful viewers, thank you so much for your viewing support. And let me introduce myself. My name is Phyllis, and my channel is JRC Restoration Decor and Designs. I just watched a young lady, and I still have her up here on the screen. Her name is Mercedes Michelle. I was so inspired and encouraged by this young lady. I'm 59, and Mercedes, if you're watching this, I want you to know you have encouraged me, and I'm pretty sure others out there by what you were saying.
I wanted to make this video for those who are looking into purchasing their first home or getting their first apartment and are planning to furnish the entire space. I wanted to offer some real advice on the decorating process when it comes to your new home. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get into this video. So for me, I purchased my home about 2 years ago. Next month will officially be 2 years that I've been in my home, and I have been slowly trying to make my house a home. I can say in the beginning, I was buying all types of decor pieces. I was so pumped on decorating my house until I started to get a little discouraged. I was buying things that later I really didn't like. I was just impulse buying, trying to fill spaces in my home. And I had to take a step back and understand that this process takes time. Don't always jump on something because you think in that moment you are going to enjoy it. It may not fit your space, even if you do like it. You have to learn that. Like, YouTube is a wonderful place to get advice, to see other people's home and their decorating skills. And sometimes you're following them through their journey as they're decorating their house, and it motivates you, but they make it look easy. I'll be the first one to say it. They make home decorating and getting their home and space all the way together look easy. I mean, hey, some people are more than capable of doing it, but to those who aren't, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't feel like you're behind because you've been in your home and you don't have it fully furnished or whatever the case may be.
I believe a lot of us, when we purchase our home, I purchased my home brand new, built from the ground in 2014. And I didn't know anything about YouTube at the time. And thank God I didn't, because I probably would have been in the place and the mindset where she is now, or where she finally caught herself at a young age, which is very good, of trying to fill it with stuff that I didn't need, because I already had furniture at the apartment that I was staying in and just transferred it to my home. I watch a lot of videos of YouTubers who have been YouTubers for a while. And I think, going off of what she's saying, I think a lot of people, especially younger people, that purchase brand new homes think that they just got to fill it with furniture right away. And unfortunately, some of the younger people, and even some of older people, whatever age, I'm not going to sit here and sit in judgment, but I'm coming on here to share with you, if you get a new home, whether it's brand new built from the ground, or new to you, never lived in it, but your first time being a home buyer, when you get in a home, don't feel pressured to fill it up right away. Enjoy that you have got a home now. Now, what comes with that home is you made the commitment now to you got to pay that mortgage. So don't break yourself to fill it. Pay the mortgage consistently because that's already added pressure. Yes, you're enjoying the home, but to whom much is given, much is required. So pace yourself in getting your furniture. If you already have furniture, if you got a bed to lay in, thank God for that. If not, make a cot on the floor until you can save up to get what you want. Not everybody likes thrifting. I love thrifting. I would share with any, especially if you are a young couple, go to the thrift store, go to Goodwill. There's nothing wrong with that. Just get it and clean it up. And if you're not, some people are not DIYers, where they go out and get furniture and stuff and just make it their own. You have to start somewhere. But if you were wise enough to start saving up for this when you started high school, if you're one of those that, because there are very few that are out there that start saving up for a home, very few that have that mentality, well, I'm going to get a home when I'm 20 something, 30 something, start high school, and they just start saving money. So if you're one of those that were able to save up to buy a house and furnish it, God bless you. That is wonderful and good, but not everybody is there. So get your home and enjoy it, but then take your time, like this young lady. I'll link her video in my description box so that you can watch it, because it is very encouraging, especially from this young lady. She looks to be in her early to mid 20s, and to get a home at that age, that is a beautiful milestone for someone that's young. But then there's also pressure. She mentioned that she had a child. I think she said a daughter. I don't know if she's married or not, but that's pressure on a young person. You get a home, that's commitment, and now you want to furnish it. I know we're living in the age of social media. What I have learned since being a YouTuber since 2018, we're now in 2022. I've learned watching this because I was caught up in that, not purchasing, but trying to do all these things that I see other YouTubers do. And then I was introduced to Instagram, and then I see all these beautiful pictures of these beautiful homes, lovely decor pieces and everything. And I started falling into wanting to copy them, wanting to do all these DIYs, wanting to go out and spend all this money. And it's only because I allowed myself to be overcome by watching YouTubers and how they beautify their home, and thrifters and buy all this stuff, and then looking at Instagram and looking at all beautiful pages. All of that stuff, the YouTubers and watching what they do and the Instagram photos, that stuff should be as an inspiration. Pinterest, those things should be inspirations, not something to dictate to you what you should and what you better and what you gotta do. Don't try to, what my mom and dad used to say, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Honey, you keep up with the Joneses, you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be one of the Joneses living out on the street trying to keep up with these. Like I said, I'm not downing that. I look at those as inspiration. They are absolutely gorgeous, breathtaking, beautiful homes and beautiful decor pieces. I mean, the things that people do and the creative minds that are out there, I absolutely love it. And if I can't beautify my home like I want right now, I just enjoy the virtual tours that I can take watching the other ones beautify. But I am saying, those that are out there that you feel like you got to copy what somebody else does, you don't have to do that. Don't put yourself in a hole looking at what someone else does. If they got the high end this and the high end that, that is absolutely fine. That's their choice. That's what they can do. You don't know what they had to go through to get that. Some of them are out there faking the funk, and they just as unhappy as they can be when they turn that camera off. They are miserable trying to keep up with the quote unquote the Joneses. And then there are some out there, it's real for them. They can do that. Some of them worked really hard to get there, so they deserve that. Some of them worked hard to get that beautiful home. They were so, and I'm not gonna say down in the dumps because they were not low. They just were where they were until they can get to where they are. So encouraging you all, if you're brand new, you got a brand new home, live in it the way it is and save up for what you want to get to where you want to be one day. I've been in my home, like I said, since 2014 to 2022. I am just now starting to get it to where I want it to be. I'm uploading videos for sharing my dreams and my visions and things until it comes into fruition. So I figured it's not there, but I can bring it to YouTube to share it because maybe somebody can go ahead, if they like what my ideas are that I'm bringing to them, they can go ahead and they are able to financially implement the idea in their home. I'm at some things I'm sharing, I'm not financially able to implement it in my home, but that's not going to stop me from sharing it. That's not going to stop me from bringing you content of sharing it. How I create mood boards now of what I want in each room of my house. I now, after being introduced to YouTube in 2018 by my daughter, I see things that I want to do. After being introduced to Instagram, I can see photos that inspire me. They do not control me. They do not dictate to me how my home is to be. I'm just like, again, I'm just on here to encourage those. When you purchase a home, don't allow YouTube videos and Instagram pictures and Pinterest to dictate to you what your home should be like. Don't let anyone to come and tell you what you should have. You move at your own pace to fix your home up the way you want. Don't get pressured. Don't be stressed. If you're stressed, it's because you're allowing yourself to be stressed by what you see. Because again, you don't know what they did to get there. And if it was an easy ride for them, well, that's them. It could be an easy ride for you, but just at a different pace. We don't know what they went through. And what I'm trying to say is just take your time. Time is on your side. It's just how you use it. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. You either waste it or use it wisely. It's just your choice. So again, Mercedes Michelle, if you're watching this, you were such an encouragement to me. And again, I'm sure to others as well. I've even watched another YouTuber, Wayna's World. She shared experience that she went through when she got her first townhome.
I ended up moving because I knew that God had something really great for me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Wayna and I make videos on rental friendly decor. And I did a video similar to this when I told you guys how I became a self-taught interior designer. And this video is different because it's very embarrassing. It's not as embarrassing as it was when it first happened. When you get on the internet, you have the potential to meet millions of people that don't truly know you. And I think it's very important for people to share where they have been because I think it motivates people. I think that we are all more alike than different. And just by sharing your story, you never know, somebody else could be going through the same thing. So today I'm going to share with you guys why I rent.
I get so encouraged by these younger people that are way younger than me because trust me, age don't mean you know it all. I learned late. I'm 59 and I learned late. I was green for a long, long time. I'm not the smartest, but I am much wiser than what I was. So when it comes to getting things for my home, like I said, I'm to the point where I'm almost to the point it's not that I stopped buying, but I don't do like I used to. Every time I saw something, I would go out there. If you were in a state of mind like this young lady was when she bought her home, she felt like she just had to fill it up immediately. It's not necessary. If you got what you got from an apartment to move it to your house, work with what you have. You can beautify it, clean, just keep your house clean for one. Make it a habit of keeping your house clean and tidy and organized, and don't bring a lot of stuff, because especially a lot of little decor pieces. When you put up a whole bunch of little decor pieces, you clutter your table, your coffee table with the clutter, your fireplace, and it just begins to look cluttery and messy. A lot of beautiful things can be tend to look messy. I had to learn that. I was one of those when I got my apartment, my first apartment. I felt like I just had to fill it up with stuff, and let me tell you, it was full. It was. I look back and think it was nice stuff, really nice stuff. Everything in there was nice, but when I put it all together, I looked like I walked into a flea market, and it's like I didn't need all this stuff. It was just because I'm an HGTV avid watcher, and when I saw a lot of HGTV stuff, I just felt like, oh, that looked nice there, or this looked nice there, and I would find the stuff and I would get it, and couldn't pay my freaking water bill because I spent money on stuff. Don't do that. My priorities was all off. Don't do that. Get your place, pay your mortgage. Don't sacrifice your electric, water, and gas bill and food to try to find something to decorate your home to keep with the Joneses. Take your time, enjoy your place, clean up and keep clean what you have, and just do a little bit at a time. Do one room at a time. Your foyer is your entry. Work on that. If it takes you months to do that, so be it. It's something that you can be proud of. If you're a YouTuber and just feel like you got to put out content, well, a lot of people are watching cleaning videos. Do that. You cook, do that. You want to be encouraging, do that. And then when it's time to decorate, then bring that. Don't feel like you got to put out a lot of stuff just to keep up with others. You be you, do you, and just do whatever it takes to keep peace of mind. Don't put the stress on yourself. No one puts stress on you but what you allow to come to you. Also, when you're making a big decision, and this is no reflection on the young lady's video that I watched. When you make big, permanent, lifelong decisions, like purchasing a home, don't make that decision out of emotion or because somebody else got it. You want to count the cost first before going in to make a final decision to purchase a home, because when you get that home, when this young lady was sharing, she stated that, of course, there's a mortgage. Well, going in that, you got more than just a monthly mortgage you got to pay. If it's not already included, you got the property taxes, if it's not already included, and your homeowners insurance, if it's not already included. And then HOA, if you choose to live in a HOA subdivision. But then you got to consider if you have a washer and dryer and something happens to break down, make sure you get warranties for everything. Make sure you get they have the warranties that come with these homes now that cover your appliances. Make sure you get that. So when it breaks down, all you have to pay is a little sum up front and not pay the person to come into your home and fix that, or to go and buy another appliance. So you have to consider more than just decorating the home. Some people may go into it with the mentality of, oh, I can't wait till I get my home so I can decorate it like I see on Instagram or like I see on YouTube. First of all, it's the wrong mindset for a reason to purchase a home. You want to purchase a home because you want to finally say something, you have something that's yours. And if you really look at it, um, really it's not yours. Not to put a damper on anything, but that home belongs to that bank or whoever you're paying the mortgage to until that title is in your name. Until that title says such and such and not Bank of America or Wells Fargo or whoever, it belongs to them. So basically, you're not renting it. It's totally different because, again, in renting, you're not responsible to repair anything that breaks down or to keep up everything. But now that you have a mortgage, you're responsible for anything that breaks down in that home, your AC, your appliances. If something comes through the roof during a storm or whatever, you have insurance to take that, but then you got to make the call to have that done. Yet the title is still in the bank's name. So really the bank owns that home until it's paid off in the next 15 or 30 years, whichever one you choose, and title is put in your name. But it is a greater feeling. There is no greater feeling than have something that you can say that you are purchasing to become your own. While you're in that home, equity is building up. So that's a good side. That's the plus side of that. Equity doesn't build up in a rental property. So also when you make the decision, the big lifelong permanent decision to purchase something like a home, make sure you don't make it on emotions out of looking at other homes on Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube. You got to make sure that your credit had to be good for them to give you the loan to buy the home. But make sure it stays up. Make sure it doesn't go in a hole because you bought all these hidden decor pieces or all this furniture and stuff that you now put yourself more in debt. You're already in debt to the bank for the house. Don't go deeper in debt trying to fill it up with furniture and stuff that can be repossessed. But if you get a big fat income tax check, put that check up. Especially if you bought a home, put the check up. Give yourself 5 years to just put that check up, put the money up, and then do what your emotions want you to do at the moment. Do in 5 years what your emotions is pressing you to do. So basically, suppress your emotions, save up those income tax checks, build them, and then just go out and furnish a whole room at one time. And then when you get the furniture, take care of it. Don't allow your children to bounce up and down on all the stuff where you gotta change out the furniture every year using your income tax check. That's not wise. That is not wise. And you're living in a rental property. And then for those that lives in a rental property, you can make that look like a home, a house, until you get your house. Bottom line is make wise decisions. Don't make decisions on impulse emotionally because of what you see on Instagram and what you see on YouTube. It's not wise. Me being 59, young people, there's some of us that we don't know it and we don't have it all. Even us that are 59 and older, 40 and up, we ain't got it all. Some of us still trying to learn. Some of us are still trying to get there. We ain't there. Some of us are faking the funk. And we trying to look like we got it. And after the camera goes off, we just is messed up. And when I'm talking about messed up, our finances are screwed up because we trying to look like we got it together and we don't. Don't be moved by Instagram photos. Use them as inspiration, not dictation of where you should be. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close out this impromptu video where I end up pausing and writing down a few things to share with you to close it out. And these just a few wisdom nuggets that I want to share. First, let me share for a renter, there is a video by Wayna World, and I will link that video in my description box. I will also put here the screenshot of her thumbnail where she shares why she rents. And it is a very heart-touching video and very real life. So for those that want to purchase a home, watch her video to understand why she rents. She did have a town, as I stated earlier in this video, she did have a town home. She went out and purchased a town home and discovered in the end it was not the right time, and that it was not the right good decision to make at the time. Watch that video. And from while I'm on rent, I just want to share with you all that rent basically is the price you pay for the space you occupy just for a season. It is not your permanent space. So for those that are not ready for the big responsibility of a mortgage, renting is the best way to go if you can afford it. And they check credit on there too. So you want to stay home with mama and daddy and help out around the house with mom and daddy. I don't care. Well, I'm not going to say I don't care how old you are, because if you're 35 and 40 and 30 and living home with your parents, unless it's for some kind of reason that you have to help take care of your parents for medical issues or anything, and then whatever other real good reason other than just not wanting to grow up, yeah, I'm not going to touch that. You just need to think. And then for those that want to buy a home, just to let you know, for those that don't know, mortgage, of course, is different than rent. But then listen to the definition of mortgage. When I stated earlier that it's not really your home, and some of you knew that, but like I said, we get excited, and it's just like a car. That car is not yours until you have that title. So the car is not yours until you have the title in your name. It belongs to whoever you bought it from. Well, actually, it doesn't belong to them anymore. It belongs to whoever you have the loan with. And if you skip so many payments, I guess like 3 or 4 payments, they're coming to get that car. Same with the house. If you skip so many payments and don't pay the mortgage, a lien is going to be put out on it, and then it goes into foreclosure, and they lock you out your own home. So this is the definition of mortgage. A mortgage is an agreement between you and a lender, meaning they're loaning you money, that allows you to borrow money to purchase or refinance a home, and gives the lender the right to take your property if you fail to repay the money you borrowed. And then keep in mind, the money that you borrowed, you paying that back and some. But the good thing about it is, if you're faithful doing that, you're building up equity in your home. And while I'm talking about equity, don't take that equity at the home if you don't have to. That equity should be just like an emergency. I don't have any other choice but to take it out. Because what happens is, when you take that out, you start your payments all over again as though the house was brand new, or though you had just bought the house, and you're starting all over again. So that, let the equity build up in the home. And if you don't have to take it out, don't take it out. Leave it alone. Just leave it there, unless it's a dire emergency where it's almost like, okay, the mafia is coming after me and I gotta pay them, so let me just get the money. That's just a big hypothetical. That's not happening. But that's how serious I'm talking about. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. And these are for new home buyers, especially younger generation. There's a lot of wise younger generation, and there are just some who's, I'm grown now and nobody's going to tell me what to do. That's why you need to watch Why I Rent from Wayne World. I'm pretty sure her mindset was there because she stays in there. She didn't want to listen to her mama. So you need to watch that video if you have that mindset. I'm grown and I'm going to do what I said. And then if I suffer, I suffer, which brings me to this. Experience, people that say experience is the best teacher, not in a bad situation, it's not. In good situations like owning a home and knowing all of the responsibility that comes by it, where you can share it, that's good. But in bad situations, like what Wayna did, getting into a townhome when her mom begged her not to, it's not good. Why do you want to go out and do something that someone that's experienced is begging you not to do? Is not the right time because you're grown and you can? That's where experience is not a good teacher. That to show someone experience is a good teacher, that's not good. Just learn from the one that is experienced. Don't you experience it outside of timing, the right time, to just share with someone else later down the road. Oh, mama was right and daddy was right or grandma was right. At that time, yeah, we were right. We knew it when we told you. And I tell my children, I says, you may not ever tell me that I'm right. It's okay. I don't care. But if you got to go to what my dad called a school of hard knocks, then okay, you're going to graduate some kind of way, whether it's easy or whether it's at the school of hard knocks. So look at Why I Rent. I'm going to put that video in my description box by Wayna's World, where she shared why she rents. She did have a townhome that she owned, but she's sharing why she rent. And she has a lot of good videos about how to make your rental space feels like your home and what to do to get furniture and stuff to prepare to move to your home, to when you get in that home, you don't have to buy it because you bought furniture already. And then a video also that my cousin Cynthia Sharp Real Estate YouTube, I will put that link in my description box.
One of the biggest things that I've seen is people apply for credit before before the sale is even final. Right before you close on your home, the lender is going to pull your credit again. They want to make sure that they're investing their money in someone that is able to pay their mortgage every single month. And that can kill the deal. And you can disqualify yourself from purchasing your very first home. The bonus tip that I actually want to give is, if you have multiple bank accounts, make sure that you're not moving money from one account to another account and back and forth, because that is going to also bring up a red flag to the lender. In their mind, they're thinking that you're trying to hide something. They're trying to figure out, why are you moving money around from one account to another account? And if you have a large cash deposit that cannot be traced, that's also an additional red flag to a lender. So if you have cash on hand, make sure you have that cash deposited in your account. Leave it there. Don't move it from one account to another account, because they will want you to source the funds, meaning provide an explanation as to where these funds came from. So if you know that you're going to purchase a home and you have a wad of cash, so to speak, maybe under your mattress, I don't know, go ahead and deposit that money in the account months before you work with a lender, because they will want you to source those funds. Hey,
I hope this video has helped some of you to think more wisely and making conscious decisions on your permanent life changes. And I want to thank you all for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. And remember, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So until next time, make it a blessed and productive day, everyone. Bye-bye.